Women love bad boys. I hear this opinion so often, and not only among the incel community, where at least, it's understandable why they think this, because it's just a coping mechanism and they don't have women themselves, so it's easy to explain this by it's just women, they love assholes and we are too good for this, so they don't like us. But no, not only incels think like that. A lot of normal, average guys are also thinking that, yeah, it's true, girls are attracted to guys who treat them like shit. And it is a complete delusion, but I understand where it's coming from. And in this video I'm going to dismantle it brutally, like I always do, and explain you some deeper mechanisms of why sometimes it seems like girls are attracted to bad boys. So the first thing that you should really understand is that women are not attracted to the assholeness in so-called bad boys. What they are attracted to, which is often correlates with the typical image of a bad boy, are a set of very different things. And I'm gonna tell you what is that. First of all, confidence. Yeah, super obvious. We are attracted to guys who are not swimming in self-doubt and anxiety. Of course, we all have anxieties and self-doubt sometimes, but I'm speaking about the general level. The more confidence, the better. And I'm not talking about the arrogance, I'm talking just about the confidence. Then, assertiveness. We like guys who can say directly what they think. Of course, with appropriate choice of words. And not expecting us to guess or being too anxious to say something. It's way easier to communicate this way. Also, of course, they like social skills and charisma. These kind of skills, they are making just anyone more brighter, more interesting and easier to communicate to. And we love emotional independence. What does it mean? Well, basically it's integrated self-worth. Emotional independence does not mean that you never get hurt or that you are never worried or never anxious about your partner. No, emotional independence means that no matter how your partner behaves, you know that your self-worth is not attached to their behavior. You don't judge yourself based on how they treat you or what's going on. Even when you are emotionally hurt or doubtful, you know deep down that you will be alright, because your worth is not diminished. That's what is emotional independence. And all of this set of qualities like assertiveness, confidence, it just happens that it often correlates more with the such so-called bad boy stereotype. Why? Well, because bad boys are usually represented as attractive, handsome guys. And I'm not gonna give you shock news if I say that it's easier naturally to develop confidence if you are more attractive physically than average. The phenomenon is unfair, but it's been studied in psychology, and yeah, we tend to unconsciously think of people who are more attractive than average as better people. We tend to develop trust easier, things like that. But it's just a correlation. So often these so-called bad boys just had it easier to develop confidence, social skills, assertiveness and things like that. So that's why they are easier attracting girls, because at first they are not showing their assholeness. They are showing this kind of set of skills: emotional independence, social skills, charisma and things like this. So that's why girls are with them. But not because of their assholeness. They hate being treated poorly. I can guarantee you that. No, there is no women, except maybe of masochists, that are enjoying being disrespected, being neglected and things like that. Absolutely not. And I can guarantee you, well, 98% probability, which is a lot, that if on a horizon of a girl who is dating currently this bad boy, would appear a guy with the same set of skills that matters, that I just listed, confident, charismatic, and so on, and who would treat her with respect, who would be attentive to her desires, unlike her current asshole boyfriend. I'm telling you, she would draw the motherfucker the next second. Okay, maybe not second, but in a few days. Absolutely, for sure. So if you are still thinking that you are competing against bad boys, revisit it, because you are essentially competing against confidence. So the fastest track to the women attention is to gain confidence. Of course, I know it's easier said than done, but there are a lot of ways and none of them is easy. There are therapy, there are self-reflections, journaling, a lot of possibilities. And just putting yourself out there, risking rejection, risking humiliation, experiencing it and seeing that it's not killing you. And each time you will gain more and more confidence, but it's a process. And if you feel that this is the thing that you are lacking, put your conscious efforts in this, develop a plan. And I can guarantee you that by the time you see significant improvements in yourself in this regard, that you feel more confident, more love and acceptance towards yourself, you will have more success with girls, guaranteed. And yeah, of course, it's especially hard for people with less than average conventional attractiveness, but it's still possible. I can guarantee you that, because I know a lot of men, and I'm sure you also can find examples, who are conventionally definitely not standards of the beauty, but who are confident. And what a surprise, they never have problems with women. Okay, and now you can ask me, alright, so girls are not attracted to the bad boys, they at first attracted just to the charisma and confidence and things like that, but then when they are entering relationship and it's developing and the guy starts treating them poorly, why they keep on dating him? Well, I'm gonna tell you, well, first of all, you should know, it's not because of the toxicity of relationship that they keep on. It's because of usually a lot of complex psychological reasons. For example, the parenthood models. If a girl in her childhood only saw dysfunctional relationship model, like for example father shouting at mother or neglecting or other very dysfunctional dynamics, she will stay with the guy just because she doesn't know better. She doesn't think naturally that, damn, that is not alright, this is alright. No, because she doesn't know what is alright. That's why. And then there is different attachment styles. Girls with anxious attachment style are way more prone to stay in a toxic relationship with so-called bad boys, because anxious attachment style means that she is super worried, super scared to lose a partner. Not just a bad boy, any partner indeed. And is dysfunctional, of course. She doesn't even love that much the guy, she usually loves more what he represents. It's avoidance of loneliness, like I'm not alone, I'm with someone. And also, anxious attachment style is often paired with low self-esteem. If a woman thinks that I'm not sure if I deserve any better. She will stay there. So yeah, often we see that girls and even guys as well, they stay in a toxic relationship where another person is treating them without respect, is manipulating them. You probably know couples like this. I know couples like this. But it's not because people love toxicity. It's because humans are very complex psychological beings. And that getting out of toxic relationship is never easy. Never. It takes courage, self-awareness, self-work, and often help from other people, from friends, from therapists. Not everyone has access to this or the resources. That's why these dynamics exist.